go. There we go. Okay.
So I was told today that there's a oh, now it feels like the gain's too low. I'm not like hearing myself the way I normally do. It's probably fine. Is that there it is?
Yeah, that's not the gain. That was your.
Oh,
It's your volume.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had turned those down because we tried to turn the gain up, and then I forgot to turn them back up
So it's
when
just
I turned the
small.
gain back down. Yeah.
Audio always being a bit quieter. Just sucks to suck nerd. Otherwise, the gain's way too loud. So
Yeah.
there it is.
No one else has complained. It's just you saying it's your problem.
No, well,
Sounds like a you issue.
well, no. I mean, like I've noticed it, but like I just stopped thinking about it.
I listen to ASMR, so my
Yeah.
stuff's on max all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I find it sometimes it's like too loud. You got to find that like just quiet enough.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a new slang term
Okay.
because apparently so I'm not gonna tell you what it means, but I found a TikTok that was related to Digimon
Mm-hmm.
in some capacity.
Digital monsters.
Correct. They are the champions.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Digimon, the movie, fucking slapped. Where it was almost like two movies in one.
Okay.
Did you ever see it?
No.
Oh man, that's good. It was one with like the computer virus Digimon, and then there was like Willis and his whole thing. Willis. Yeah, we love Willis. He's American.
Okay.
I thought you were Liberian.
That's
I thought you were lesbian.
what I mean.
Anyway, so I sent it to Evie, my friend Evie, because she likes Digimon.
Okay.
And I guess she like commented on the video on TikTok or whatever, and some Gen Z kid fidget spinning their way out of church and into the devil's palm.
Do they even know what fidget spinners are?
I love being outdated though. Like it's lit, fam. You know, like 100s. 100 emoji, my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, they responded to, and this is all like this is all fresh lingo that I've learned as I was on the phone with Sin on the way back from the post office, and apparently, Evie commented something, and someone responded, "garlic," to it.
Okay.
Are you on the up and
No.
up about garlic?
I don't know anything about anything.
So apparently, garlic is the new term for when something is one word that's not used in the description, but is also good is full of flavor,
Okay.
because garlic would be full of flavor.
Right.
But according to Urban Dictionary, garlic means dope, awesome, indescribably astonishing, with the sentence example being, damn, that ass is garlic.
Cool.
Full of flavor. and I literally, like, they weren't even done telling it to me, and I'm like, I gotta talk about this. Yeah. What the fuck does that mean? Like, there's a lot of slang terms where I'm like, it's got to be like a new word, or like, yeah, okay, this is like a different thing, but it's like, you know, you got that peach, and it's because there's a peach emoji.
Right.
The eggplant or aubergine.
Aubergine.
Oh, to yearn for an aubergine. I look at my DMs and look, my aubergines are barren. No fruit from this crop.
Yeah.
But I've never heard that phrase.
I had never heard that. No.
But now it's like, it was when Sin said like full of flavor that kind of got me. And sorry for the burpee. I had barbecue for lunch.
I had not heard that.
Barbecue.
If
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah, I won't.
You did.
You won't.
I won't.
You
You
never.
did.
You never. Why don't you ever?
Well,
Maybe
it's
if I
not
said
for lack of want.
Maybe if I said something worth repeating. But like, I just, what is that? Who thought of that? Like, that ass is garlic. Because it's like, oh, it's primo. But no, it's like number one. Primo taglio.
Right.
Or what's another slang term?
Like dope.
Yeah, dope's a
like
good one.
what-
We should, why is this? Why do we need to replace dope?
No, but like what's like dope doesn't make sense if you think about like what
Mhm.
the word dope means or what
Yeah.
it meant before. We were like, that's just fucking dope.
Dope.
Like before that, like dope had its own meaning and it didn't make sense to use it the way it's used now.
Yeah, but like, I also don't really know of anyone aside from like balding principals who are grossly out of touch with like 3 generations use like calling some kid a dope.
Right. Like but that's because they were older.
Correct. I understand that. But like.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm sorry. My point is that I don't think that garlic is not going to phase out, and we're going to have to come up with a new term.
Which is why now I'm saying sick though.
Okay.
Because like sick is not a word that's going to go away in its conventional meaning. Mm-hmm. But people also used to be like, that's sick.
Yeah, like that's sick nasty.
Yeah, and that doesn't make sense.
Which is very like if you're like, oh, that is sick and nasty.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
It's like that's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. But like sick as an original word is going to stick around.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, unless we get rid of it.
You cancel sick.
Hey.
# cancel sick party.
We got no more sickness if we just get rid of sick.
If you delete the word, you can't be sick anymore.
That's a little dangerous.
Listen,
that's some 1984 kind of shit.
Listen, the secret to I learned the secret in Age of Empires 2 is that if you're having idle time at your town center, you just delete your town center and then it can't be idle.
Okay, explain
Problem
that.
Solved.
I know. I feel like that's a meme, but also like
it's a me, Brandon, and Josh meme.
Is it like a crack strat?
No, it's not a strategy at all.
Oh, it's only detrimental.
Yes. So in Age of Empires, you start with
because I've only played it like once or twice.
It's the strategy game. You start with a couple villagers and a town center, and a town center is your only way of producing additional villagers, and villagers are what you need in order to produce everything that you could need, basically. So
the garlic,
if you will,
and asses that are garlic.
Town centers are very full of flavor.
That ass is full of flavor.
I mean, they're not wrong.
What, dinner and poop?
It's not attributing that it's a good flavor, just a lot of it. You'd be hard pressed to find an ass that wasn't full of some kind of flavor. Pressed garlic, yeah. I got you.
Yeah, no, but like I was just too excited. I was like, I want to catch it before you tell me that's what it was.
So, yeah, you have your town center, and in advanced gameplay.
Blue.
In advanced gameplay.
Auto turn on.
Which I've been like, abused into attempting to do.
Is that like a different game mode?
No. Oh. It's just like you need to be playing at your best, or why are you even playing?
Oh, like you should be doing something at every moment because it's not like a turn based, right?
No, it's not turn based. So it's real time.
Like Halo Wars.
Right. It's an RTS.
Very derivative of Halo Wars 2, actually, if I'm being honest.
Am I right, ladies? So basically, like the biggest thing that like the rule of like the difference between like beginner players of AoE 2 and like
advanced
anyone
players
who's worth playing anything in AoE 2 is you can't let your TC town center. You can't let your TC idle, man.
And that's, I'm assuming, like your upgrade hub.
Right. Don't let it ever be not producing something. It should be producing another villager. It should be getting you to the next age. It should be getting you from feudal to castle to whatever. Like it should be doing something because it's like it's your production hub. So like if it's not working, then like what are you doing? You're wasting your time. That's the premise.
So in a non-Brandon and Josh way, it's hey, once you start getting a better handling on the game, you want to make sure that like you really are like constantly checking in on your town center to just because otherwise you're missing out on production and stuff, and you might be surprised how much focusing on that it would actually improve your like overall gameplay.
Right. You got to think about like if you're up against computers, which is how we always play. Like the computer is like it doesn't have attention to be divided. It's going to be doing everything all at once. So it's going to be it's going to make sure that nothing idles. It's going to be making sure it's always doing whatever it can be doing to further itself in the game. So it's not wasting any time. So you need to waste as little time as possible yourself.
Like Asher Roth said, time isn't wasted when you're getting wasted.
Sure.
Where did it go?
So all of that to say, we then started memeing on each other of like, if we're playing the game, we're all playing it together and everything. And if one of us is like, oh shit, like I idled, like you let your town center idle. And like you want to like minimize idle time. So like what I kept saying was if Brandon or Josh would be like, fuck, God damn it, I've been idling for like 30 seconds or whatever. I'm like, well, delete your TC.
Yeah.
If you delete it, can't idle if you delete it. No idle TC.
Delete system 32.
We just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Then there's no problems. You can't idle what you don't have.
Exactly.
So you just, and then you're fine.
It's easy.
So yeah, so that's.
Can you delete your TC?
You will lose the game.
Like, because you can't rebuild it.
you can't rebuild a town center until you get to the castle age. And you can't. It would be damn near impossible for you to get to the castle age without the 4 villagers you start with.
Yeah, like you would need time.
you need a lot of time.
You would need no one to bother you.
Yeah, it would be very, very difficult. I mean, it's a challenge, I guess.
Like, there's a bounty out now for it.
And maybe the game does give you some sort of like concession where it's like if you literally don't have any town center, you can build one at any age. But I doubt it.
And I ain't risking it. Not with the boys.
Although that would be like, I could see them having like some sort of achievement for that of like immediately delete your TC, and then
delete your TC within the first minute of the game,
and then like get back to having one again. So I don't know. Although Brandon's like, he's achievement hunting like that whole game, so I'm sure if it had one, he would have made that comment already. But yeah, so that's my thing is like,
he's doing all the different game modes, like where it's like you need to win in certain conditions,
win as each of the people doing certain things. Yeah. So I'm
kind of like it's the meme of in Scythe where did you do a bottom action on your second turn?
Right. It's very like, did you get to sign the book? Oh. Very that sort of vibe of like, well, I have to specifically win, but I can't just win. I have to win as the Turks doing this thing with 32 trebuchets at the end or whatever.
Yeah, some weird shit that like historically has some influence or some bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. I've definitely gotten a lot better at it than I used to be, but for me, it's just I'm just memeing with the boys, whereas like Brandon and Josh are a little bit more invested in it. I'm just kind of like, hey man,
having fun.
I'm doing pretty good.
I mean, that's how I was when we played Civ the other week. Is like I just like doing all the things. Yeah. Like I don't care. Like winning's not important. Mm-hmm. Against NPCs, winning is everything.
Right. Well, that's all we do.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, or I guess like when we've played with friends, like I guess the 2 times.
One time for some of us.
Well, my friends have played twice, but like, or just like dicking around, whatever. It's like I like doing things. It's the same thing in like we haven't played God in like years. I haven't played Commander in so long for Magic, but like even like my Commander decks, like I just like doing the things. Like I'm very much there's names for the archetypes of players. Yeah. There's like a Spike, a Tommy, and something else.
A Lee, a Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spike Lee, Tommy Lee.
No, I know
Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I couldn't think of another one. that was my problem.
Green Bay. Fond du Lac.
Just do all the bits today. I need a break. No, the there's like archetypes for like types of players, and it's like Spike's like one of like there's like essentially like people that like love like theory crafting like different things. There's people that just like want to play big stuff, and then there's like the competitive side. But it's like I'm very much of just like my deck does some cool things. There is a win condition, I'm sure, but I also don't care about winning.
Right.
Like that'd be nice, but like I just want to like do the thing.
Yeah.
And like do the thing long enough to profit off of the thing. This one Queen Marchesa deck where when you play her, it introduces the Monarch.
Weird trick.
Yes. A Monarch mechanic where
Fellow
you then
monarchs hate her.
They do. Well, if you're the Monarch, the thing is with the Monarchy, it really pays off once you can keep it for a whole round with all the other cards that I have in the deck. I can never keep it an entire round. No matter what I do, I very rarely am I ever able to. But it's like if you are the Monarch, at the end of your turn when you go to discard, you get to, or like at the beginning of your turn, you get to draw an extra card. So it's like there's like a lot of benefits. But if you get like take direct damage, that person then takes the Monarchy.
Yeah.
So like once it's in play forever. But like it's a whole pain in the ass. And that deck's really only win condition that I did actually pull off for the first time in my entire life, a combo win where you go infinite and win, basically, which, my friend Lauren is the one who, like, he did a fucking Gitrog monster, which I couldn't even explain to you how it works, but it involves throwing most of your deck in the graveyard and then, like, dredging, and, like, you have to kind of go through most of it. Like, he literally, for about 25 minutes, was like, boop, 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 and we're like, he's like, and with that, I believe, with everything correct on the stack, that I've won. It's like, yes. But also it was very entertaining because it's like in the moment it was like, how the fuck is this going to do? Like, I don't see where the combo is. But my combo was better. It was Zealous Conscripts and Hiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. You get one on the field, and then you get the other, and then they make 10 billion of each other. Because, like, essentially enter the battlefield effects, make a copy of that, and then, like, make it untapped and, like, or, like, has haste and goes away at the end of the turn. And it's like, all right, well, I have, unless you guys can phase out, I have 5 billion people coming at you and 5 billion people. Let's go. And I did it, and they're like, good job, you won. And I'm like, that was fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just want to play the big card. I want to go, I want it to do its effect. And then it's like Annihilator on the Eldrazi cards, where I swing to attack and Annihilator 7. I go, I'm going to attack you. And immediately I get to destroy 7 permanents on your field before you even get to declare blockers. It hurts. It's not a fun card. Granted, it's like they cost, like, all of the Eldrazi's cost like 10, 12 mana to cost. But like, some bullshit you can do and annihilate it. No, everyone hates it. It's like, as soon as I'm like, I have armor that like makes it so I have Annihilator 2, and it's like, the game isn't fun anymore. And I'm like, oh, it's not fun, Mr. Blue Player, who says counterspell all the time and no one gets to play whatever they want. Oh no. Oh no, bitch baby.
Baby, no.
Oh no, is that a blue player crying? Oh. Like I care. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hello, Welcome
to this
the
Hell Yeah podcast,
brought to you by a YouTube channel near you.
Just pick one.
Yeah, I'm sure we're there. We're probably recommended, you simp.
We better be.
Yeah, or else if you don't tell 3 friends every episode, like I'm not seeing the growth that people are telling 3 friends.
Listen, well, they only have so many friends though.
Okay, well, we all need to make new friends.
If I had to tell 3 friends a week, we got about 2 weeks.
Okay, well, you got like incognito mode and Gmail, don't you?
No.
Not that we condone that, but also.
No, they took that away from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being blocked from Google?
From Gmail?
Like all Google services, like you've been blacklisted.
Someone probably has.
Yeah. Could you imagine having to go to like DuckDuckGo for all your info?
Sad.
Yeah. Or I mean,
Yahoo.
Ask. Bing.
Bing will take you. You can't do anything wrong enough that Bing will block you.
No, but Bing, the only thing Bing is useful for is for finding that one picture that you can't remember, but you can remember very weird little parts of it. And it's like, we know what you're talking about.
I've never used Bing. I don't know.
You can be very specific and it'll come up with some wild shit.
Is
Is the only time I've ever used it.
Gotcha.
Like, I can't even, like, thinking of a picture, it's like, I don't even know what it's called.
I was recently haunted by you ever been haunted by memories of the past?
Every day.
Specifically internet memories, though. Looking for something that you know is there. You know it's out there. And I'm not talking about porn.
Well, a good example is, and I feel like anyone who's watched porn for a decent amount of time has the white whale, you know. Right. Your video that you will never find that like is absolutely, if you ever
found it, it wouldn't be.
No, you've grown since then.
Right. We were younger then. It used to be funny. Yeah, no, but it's so there was this video because when we were over at, well, there's a couple segues here. So
the owner of the Segway, the creator, he died on a Segway.
And before you said on a Segway, I was gonna be like, well, everybody does.
Yeah, die on a Segway, or everybody dies.
Everybody died. You were like, he died. And I was gonna be like, that does happen.
Well, wait, death's a thing? Damn.
I hate to tell you.
I'm gonna lose a bet.
Well, so there is this. I have no idea how I ever found it. I don't remember. It was back
online.
It was back in the Wild Wild West days of YouTube when it was just like bullshit on there.
When there used to be stars next to the videos.
Yeah, when you could still do video replies.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah. This was back in the day. So there was this video.
Have you seen the first video? The first YouTube video ever?
Yeah. So there was. Listen, I know my employer's history.
Yeah. How's Joan doing?
Oh God. So there was this video of. Do you know the intro video from Super Smash Brothers Melee? Mm-hmm. That like also served as the trailer and stuff. If you sit at and if you sit at the menu, it'll start playing it again.
Because it's like it's a kid playing with amiibos, which I love that they like
Years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So it was a video that took that like video and looped it 10 times or something like that. I believe it was 10 times to this like, it wasn't like Caramel Dancing, but it was another like very like peppy, upbeat little like anime-ish kind of song. And
I recognize the name Caramel Dancing. I could not tell you what it sounds like, but I'm sure if I heard it, I'd know it.
Ooh, 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 wow, wow. Song.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
wow,
ooh,
wow,
ooh,
wow.
Okay, yeah.
Caramel Dancing. Yeah. Yes. It's a song like that. That same kind of like, you know, upbeat, chippery kind of a vibe thing. And it was
like Tycho.
It was that same. It was a song, and they looped the song for like an hour or something. And for some reason, even though that song has nothing to do with Super Smash Bros. Melee, it was the Super Smash Bros. Melee intro video looped with this looping like weird like earwormy catchy kind of song. And it would like occasionally have like the old school like Windows Movie Maker like blue screen with like white text like fade in kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was like prepare to. It was very like XD RAR vibe, but of like
it was very clear that like a kid made it.
Yes, and it was like prepare to listen to this song for like an hour. No one can get through this or whatever. And it was a catchy song. It was annoying, but it was also catchy. And I can't find it. I don't know what the song's called. I could never. I'm never gonna figure that out. It was not a popular video. I mean, it was. And I looked, and it wasn't like a popular video or whatever. And now YouTube is. It's
so old it could even just be gone.
It's probably just gone for any of a number of reasons. Not least of which it could have gotten like copyright flagged or something. Like because like it was back in the day before any of that. And by now, I
am personally a victim to the copyright system. Apparently, you can't just put the entirety of a Linkin Park song in your like money making guide.
And this was a song that was looped 10 times.
That's 10 times as much like DMCA.
But it also wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't like a popular song. Like it wasn't like a Linkin Park song or something. But yeah, it's like I don't know. But I was reminded of it because when we were over at Josh's, big ups for
Boys
Josh.
Night, big ups. When
we were over there, we played, you know, a couple of the ancient bangers. You know, we the Tra-La-La song by Gunther. The Numa Numa song, which I'm just gonna come out and say it. The Numa Numa song is a bop. Yeah, and it's a banger. Unironically,
Rice Krispie Vibin' was great too. Yeah, I fucking love that song. I hate that I love that song. It is
hilarious
and
so
manufactured.
It is so like poignantly like early 2000 like
but it was 2020
boy band. Like they nailed that they were going for.
They executed it perfectly.
I have nothing but props for them for that. That said, I don't like early 2000s boy band music, so I don't really like that song. But it's a perfect encapsulation of the vibe.
You can always count on Snap because he'll always make you smile.
Right. Well, he's got fashion.
Need advice? No.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Need advice? Crackle's got your back. And Pop is never out of style. Snap, crackle, and pop. Up and hear them shout. Snap, crackle, and pop. Crispy vibing nonstop. Like, we'll be singing from your spoon. And I'm like, no.
They do.
I know, but I want to eat them.
It snaps, it crackles in your paps.
I want pop in my mouth.
I never go to style. Especially on my mouth.
Which is like, he provides nothing to you except that he looks good.
That is a service in and of itself. That takes time. That takes effort. Your fave could never.
But Snap, he's so sweet. Like, I want to simp for the Rice Krispies like people simp for like BTS. But like, it's just me going like, did you see that? Like, dude, like they're not touring yet, but like when they do,
it's coming. The EP's coming.
Did you see Josh's text about what's going on Saturday?
I don't know.
That there's like a concert show.
Oh yes.
I'm like, do we need to go to that?
I'm not.
But I mean, like I would normally not be interested, but like, fuck, man, to go to Shrek Fest.
I mean, it's a vibe. It's funny.
Yeah, 2000s and Shrek anthems, which is just Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
And then photo booth and theme drinks and costume contests. Like, this absolutely just seems like a meme.
Yeah.
And, like, I kind of want to know, you know, if Josh goes, we should have him be the official, like...
He's our correspondent.
He's our feet
on the street.
He's our hype in the pipe.
Here we are live at Shrekfest.
I want it. You know what? If he goes, I got to make him, like, him and Brandon, they have to record, like, a crappy video for us, and we'll, like, just, like, overlay it.
Cut to a clip.
And it's just, hi, we're live here at the Van Buren. Have you seen the video that's like, he's like a little kid, kind of looks like Lyndon. You never met Lyndon?
No, I met Lyndon.
Okay, yeah. So think of like a tiny Lyndon.
Yeah.
And it's like this woman interviewing, and she goes,
apparently kid?
Yeah, or he's like, well, I'm
it's
like,
my first time.
Yeah. This is my first time ever on television. I've never been on television before. Yeah. And I'm like, I love him.
Yeah. Isn't that the same as the apparently kid? Because he says all that, and then he starts talking. He just keeps saying apparently.
Well, and apparently.
Yeah, like he doesn't really know what it means, which is sweet.
Yeah, it's just very cute and wholesome, and like it's a little person, which reminded me in this moment of the I Like Turtles kid, which made me think of. Turtles. I love shirts.
Hey, I love shirts. We can't always be memeing on him.
Brandon literally. Wait, why does everyone know about Bub? Why are you guys talking about me? It's like,
why are you telling people about Bub? I was like, they had to know. They had to know.
If the shoe were on the other foot, Brandon,
they had to know.
I mean, that's hysterical.
I lost my first crown to Bub. Well, I didn't lose. Rather, I gave my first crown to Bub.
Yeah.
And then the name got reset, and so now like that crown doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because he reset the name? It reset.
Or he remade the account or whatever. Because if you go on Compact Bob, like if you're over to his place, that doesn't have there's no crown on there now.
Good.
Just saying.
I mean, if it's not yours, then he doesn't deserve it. Am I right?
I'm just saying.
I was playing with Sin and Ori on Sin stream yesterday for a little bit, and we were doing solos because you can do solo even as a squad, which I will say is fun because then it's like fuck you until. Well, no, actually, it's just support the whole time until the end. And it's like, okay, if it's ever two of us in the end, like, we'll deal with it when we get there.
Right.
But it was at the very end, I got out, like, way early. But, like, Sin and Ori and then this other person were on, like, where it's, like, all the platforms and you have to, like, hold the bombs and throw them.
I hate that one.
They last the whole time. And I'm watching, and, like, Ori is just, like running. And then it shows her doing this little jumping animation over the holes. And I'm like... How is she doing that? Like, that's a weird, like, it must be like a graphical thing. She, like, afterwards, she ended up winning, where, like, the one dude fell off, and by, like, while he was falling off, Sin got blown up and fell. So Ori won, and I was like, fuck, Ori, if it's just you two, you need to let Sin win. It's their stream. Let them get the crown. And, like, because I would do, I would not do the same for you. But
you don't need to. I get my own crown.
Correct. That's why. Like, I would fight you.
Where's your crown?
I'm going to earn it. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm working on it. I did, like we all were wearing the dragon costume, like the head, the body, and the tail for the little dragon, so that we could be like, you could tell that we're here together.
Right.
Which no one cares about, but like is a vibe. And, but like Ori's like, because she's playing on the PS4, PS5 or whatever, she goes, wait, the platforms fall? Because apparently on her game, none of those platforms randomly fall. Like, it was just all solid. So that's why, like, she was just running around the whole time. And why it looked like she was flying. I'm like, you got a crown and you cheated.
There's an asterisk on that crown.
That was exactly what I said. Exactly. And I'm like, I admit that I don't think you were intentionally cheating, especially if you didn't even, like how could you know?
Intentions don't matter, though. That's an asterisk on that crown.
But now I'm like, do I need to go log in on my PS4 and start playing it if it's going to be bugged? Like, you never know. Wow, I know. But I mean, at least, hey, like another crown. I was very proud of her.
GG crown.
I love shirts, boys night, Fall Guys, and garlic. That was the three things that I had written.
I mean, that's the big three. I wrote down something, but I think one of them was just that Numa Numa is an unapologetic banger.
It is.
When I was in the office, I just kept listening to it. And I love the original one. I also love the one that they recorded in English. It's also good.
I haven't heard that one.
It's a bop. Everything's a bop.
Everything is.
I'm not apologetic.
Only bangers. Bangers only.
It's like a song. It's my favorite site.
Oh, it's the jacket. The members only, but it's bangers only.
There you go. Oh, so this is very like niche, but this was a very weird thing that happened. So I went into the office on Monday and yesterday, and without getting too in the weeds, one of the reasons why we were all back in the office was we have 2 new coworkers on my team. So it was like, oh, cool, we're gonna, get to meet them, blah blah blah. So I go in the office and I'm sitting there, I'm doing my work and everything, and then they like bring them around to be like, hey, this is so and so and so and so. I suddenly had this moment of panic when I like looked at the 2 of them, and they were around our age, maybe a few years younger, a few years older, whatever. And I had this moment where I was like, there is a chance, however small, that is greater than 0, that they could know who I am, like from the channel.
Oh,
and like
wait, 2 coworkers?
Yeah.
How would they know?
Because they've seen me on streams and stuff.
Oh,
on this.
Oh, okay. They've seen you.
No. I'm saying there's a chance that they could.
Got it.
And that suddenly occurred to me as I was like standing up and shaking their hands. They didn't, from what I can tell. But like I suddenly had that like panic moment where like I thought nothing of it. It's like any other time I come in the office and meet new coworkers or whatever, I'm just like chugging along. But then all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah.
Like you are big enough that they could.
Right. Like the chance is still very low, just in comparison.
But it's never 0.
But it's not 0. And I was like, that would have been really weird if by whatever chance they had known. It's like, what would they have done? Would they have said something? How would that go? And so then like the brain starts spiraling and you're like, how do you come back from that? What do you do?
You stop coming in. That was your first mistake, was going into the office.
I had to. But yeah, it was just a really weird moment where I was like, that's a possibility now. That's weird. And like I've thought about that, like, if like in a drive-through or at a Fry's or something, I'm like, in theory, like someone could see me.
Yeah, because you just go to a new location then.
Well, because that wouldn't really matter though, because that's just me. But in the context of work,
well, yeah, like, because if it was just like if someone recognized you and actually said, "Holy shit!" Like, hey, like, are you RedactedASMR? Like,
right? That would be crazy,
uncomfortable, but also kind of like, holy shit! Like, I made it.
But pretty cool. If that happened and it wasn't just like a random encounter, it was, this is your new coworker, and they know, that'd be like, oh.
Because like that means they know a lot.
That'd be really weird. And so I had a moment of panic. And like, I'm sure that they have no fucking clue who I am.
Yeah.
Or they're,
I'll DM it
or
to
they're
them.
very good at hiding the fact that they knew.
Yeah.
They have great poker faces. But yeah.
I mean, it means they have good taste. You'll probably get along with them.
It was a really weird moment where I was like, that's a possibility now. That's weird.
Make sure you don't do any voices on your calls.
I don't speak on my calls.
They're like, slut. And they're just like, Vega. And you go,
that's exactly how he sounds, yes.
I'm assuming.
Slut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want it.
Oh, devilish licks.
Yeah.
God, like, I had something just a second ago. Oh, but nary a moment ago, and I forget what it was. It was involving everything you were just talking about.
I don't know.
Like meeting people or whatever. Like if you were to like get stopped in the street or something. I don't know. I fucking forgot. Oh, no. So I also had a very interesting interaction with coworkers where I did meet new coworkers today. Coworkers, one of which I've worked for like a year now.
Yeah.
But like I'm not going to the
met
office.
in person, yeah.
And so like we were all there, and like I got to meet like we hired a new girl 2 months ago, so it was nice meeting her. Although I like, since I didn't know if she was like, she showed up like after we did, and like was in line, and I didn't know if like they were just talking to her because she was in line or because she was with our group. So I didn't like introduce myself because I got like kind of nervous because I didn't know. And then we went the whole lunch, and then before she was about to leave, I was like, oh, by the way, like, I'm like, I promise you I'm not like weird or trying to be like something. I'm just nervous.
Yeah.
You know, some people come off like aloof and they don't care, but really they're just nervous.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. And it's like, if I don't do anything, then I can't fuck up. That's actually not true.
That's not true.
No, but
That's not true, Ellen.
no.
You were invited.
But funnily enough, at one point, one of my coworkers, he goes, "Hey, so how's Taylor?" And I'm like, "Good, like pregnant." I don't know. And they go, "Wait, what? Taylor's pregnant?" And I'm like, was I not supposed? Doesn't she go into the office? Like you would see her,
right?
And I'm like, well, don't say that I said anything because she'll beat my ass because apparently it's a secret.
It's not a secret.
Trust.
Okay.
This is all going like I am saying this out loud, and it's going on in my head of like, fuck. I'm sorry for being a loudmouth now. I guess like. I didn't realize it wasn't a secret, but like she goes into the office all the time. Like there's like she's full on showing. Like it's not like
she's like 6 months pregnant at this point.
Well, I mean, she's the thotty with the body. Like you could barely tell.
Jesus Christ.
You don't simp for your best friend's wife?
No.
Does he simp for his wife? Sometimes, if she lets him.
I hate the word simp.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Why?
I fucking hate it. I just think it's stupid.
Like demeaning?
No,
it's just a dumb word.
I just think it's a stupid word.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Because, like, that's not what simp... circling back to garlic. That's not what simp used to mean.
Suckers. Idolizing. And you could figure it out from there. Apparently, when I had to Urban Dictionary it to understand what it was, that's what the definition said. And I'm like, okay. Now it's just like, oh, you like...
It's literally just... I think
it's kind of memed to the point of, like, irony almost.
Yeah, it's just gone so far that they're like, oh, my God, I simp for that. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's like standing.
Yeah.
A little less yondery.
Which, also, standing is, like the source material of that is really fucking dark, and most people don't even know it.
Or Elton John in special cover. At the Grammys.
Yeah, when he was trying to cover his ass.
Guys, it's okay. I can say this. I had Elton John on the song.
Elton John in a performance.
Wait, Elton John's gay?
Get him off my stage.
Who didn't tell Marshall that he was gay? Mr. Mathers, please. So I'm like sitting there now, like panicking because I'm like, if it was a secret and I wasn't supposed to say anything, like Taylor will beat my ass. Like, not like that, but like she'd be angry.
Right.
And then like he had made a joke like that, like he was like, oh, what have you been doing when you're not at your desk? And I'm like, I don't know, like probably her husband probably got her pregnant. I'm like, what the fuck are these jokes about? Like, because it's also they're all boomers, so like, you know,
right,
classless jokes. And then it finally comes like together, and they're like, you know, like no, like really, like you mean Tyler? And I'm like, wait, you misremembered the name. Tyler. I'm like, Tyler's good. She just like got back from Tennessee and everything. I don't know. Like she's at her house. I don't know. Because they're like, yeah, like she never comes into the office anymore. She used to come in a lot. And I'm like,
did you clarify that she's not pregnant?
Yes, I did. I'm like, okay, well, in that case, Tyler is not pregnant. You know, like I don't. But it's like, and like they're looking at me like it's my fault for not knowing the name they misremembered.
Right, that they said the name wrong.
Because it's like, well, like, you know, it's like she doesn't live with you anymore, right? And I'm like, no, I mean, I used to live with her, but like it's been like a few years now.
Yeah.
Which also still
Works
tracks.
Applies to both, yeah.
You could see where the folly of man.
You understand.
I did. I understood.
You understand.
I'm out here understanding.
Listen, people out here understanding every damn day.
I'm asking. Look, I'm just asking questions. I'm like, do you understand?
I'm just doing research. Who understands?
I don't. You know, I'm always asking, you understand?
You understand.
No one asks if I understand.
I ask you that all the time.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
You understand.
You understand. So, sorry for this week's one coming out a little late. We just
life happens.
Yeah, like it's just busyness. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think we're actually going to try to keep this one a little tight. So this one will probably be shorter than how they normally are, but that's also just due to everything's just really busy. Like somewhat out of your control, busy. But that's like affecting all the other shit. Yeah. Because when work is normal, everything's fine. Yeah. When work gets busy, then it's like it's cutting into other things. Oh. Like ASMR. Like other work. I finally broke. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I don't need to out myself. I'm learning. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. There's nothing here. Oh, okay. There's nothing more. We can go to questions though. Yeah. I mean, I like we're real just boom, but like do it. Questions. What's the question time song? What? We got to make like a royalty free jingle to like hit a button. Like I could even bring over my little fucking like or you ended up getting one. We do the little like deck to just do like even if it's just a recording of us doing it so that we don't have to remember it, we could just hit the button. That would be really smart, actually. We could get it like the tracks mixed professionally. I'm using Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that a program?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Why do I always think of the Kit Kat theme for the Quick Quit Wit?
I don't know.
Give me a break of that Quick Quit Wit.
That's not it.
That's
we could do that one,
no,
but that's not it.
That's not it.
The original one is
Question time. What is it?
Yeah, which it doesn't have a jingle. Package Time has a jingle. The new Question Time jingle is That's Why I Love Quick Quit Wit.
Yes, that's it. Okay. So that's why I love
Quit Quit Wit.
Wit. Quit Wit. Break my fucking neck. Alrighty, we have questions submitted from all over the world.
Love that question.
I mean, I'm just saying that. I don't know. All right, Killer with Mac asked,
What up?
Quick Wit Wit. Do y'all have dreams? And if yes, what's the strangest, most memorable dream you can remember?
Y'all out here on TikTok calling me daddy.
Do y'all have dreams?
Y'all ever had a dream?
Do y'all have aspirations?
You ever had a dream?
Aspirations?
Aspirations.
That's a lesion on
Hey,
on the buttocks.
welcome to my new channel, Aspiration. Around here we do a combination of positive affirmations and ASMR.
Anyway, my name is Butt Glitter ASMR. I don't know if that's a real one. I don't think so.
Butt Glitter ASMR.
Yeah.
Could be taken.
It's fart-based ASMR.
Oh.
You know,
Someone would like it.
People pay for videos of like women sitting on cakes, so like you could do anything now.
You could do anything then.
That's why they did.
Yeah.
Oh, to have anything. I have.
What was the question?
Do y'all have dreams? And if yes, what's the strangest, most memorable dream you can remember? Personally, I have a lot of wacky dreams, and I type them all out in Google Doc as soon as I wake up. LOL. Which, like, people that keep dream journals and shit, like, that's dedication that I can't. I've never tried.
Yeah, I have weird dreams often. I don't write them down.
Why would I want to remember my nightmares?
I don't know. I don't think there's much value in them. Personally, but yeah, they're I'm trying to think of what's an example of a weird one. I mean, for like when I was like stressed out, like particularly stressed out, like back in college and everything, I would constantly have the dream about my teeth all falling out. Both because of just general stress and also freaked out about my teeth because like I wasn't going to the dentist and stuff because I was being a stupid person. And then what do you know, reducing some of the sources of stress in my life, finally going to a dentist after 5 years and getting everything cleaned up and everything, stopped having those dreams. So that was pretty great.
It turns out if you fix your stressors, you won't dream about them.
Yeah. So
fucking choice.
I used to have those ones a lot. I've talked about it before on here, but like I still, when I am a little bit stressing, I'll still get dreams about that there is a final math class and it's senior year of college and I didn't complete those 3 credit hours of math and I'm not going to get to graduate.
It's not going to be a swimming pool, you stupid bitch.
It's not going to be a swimming pool. Yeah. I still get that one a lot. And then I just have like really, really fucking weird ones, but I can't really think of, those aren't recurring, so they don't stick out as much.
I've talked about it before on a much earlier podcast, like probably in the 10s or 20s, probably in the 10s, of like the one where like I relived like 7 years of my life and like died and like experienced death and like going to an afterworld of sorts of shit, like fucking insane. So like I remember that one. I also remember like I have like tons of dreams of, like any dream where I like cease to exist. Like not die, but like there was one like I think I talked about one time where it was like a weird like silver liquid and like I kind of knew that like everything was fucked. Yeah. And it was like the worst kind of dreams though is I hate when I have nightmares and I will wake up and fall back asleep too quickly. And it's like, fuck, man, I got to stay up because I'm going to go back into that fucking dream. And it's like, fuck, I'm out. And then it's like I'm right back in that dream, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
I never go back into the same one, good or bad. But if I was in a bad dream and I go to sleep like right afterwards, I usually get a new bad one, a different bad one.
Like, well, clearly he didn't like that one, so we'll give
We'll
him a new one.
remix it a little bit and give him a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, like, dreams are pretty cool. I want to learn. I'd love to learn to lucid dream. It just takes work, and I can't be bothered to remember to work on that.
I've only done it in like a good way once, and it was by accident. You know, like it was like it can happen.
Yeah, like I'll like fly via like breaststroking through space.
Mm-hmm. I had one good one. I've had quite a few where it was kind of like pseudo lucid dreaming, but only in a bad way, where it was more of like self-fulfilling prophecy, where it was like it was a nightmare, and I was like, oh God, wouldn't it be bad if this happened? And so that thing immediately happens, and like immediately like turn of like as the thought happens, the thing is happening. So it was kind of like I was building my own horrific nightmare. So that was fun.
That for you.
Yeah, it was an exercise in creativity
that you don't ever want to do again.
that I didn't, and I don't like exercise.
Ooh. 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 Steph OS7 asked, quick wit. Odie, biopics are so in right now. If there were going to be a biopic created about your life, what would be the tone in the climactic third act event? Fuck you. Why would you do this to me?
What would you say is the biggest turning point in your life? Would you do you think you've turned it? Do you think it lies ahead? How long do you think you have left? Which act are you in?
I don't know. Daniel Day-Lewis.
I mean, he just loses himself in a role. It's like he's not even there.
He's just a place. He is the White House in this new movie.
Listen.
I don't know, man. I would say it's like a comedy, but at the same time, like I think we all have like bright spots and low spots. Like we all have stuff that through our own eyes is like traumatic and shit. But like, I don't want them to. No, thank you. You don't need to. I don't want to unpack it, and I don't want you to unpack it. Let's just leave it packed.
Yes.
We never had to settle if we never unpack that box.
Just delete your TC.
Delete the town center?
Just delete your town center.
Hey, guy, can you drop a TP?
PP.
PP
PP so I can get in the TP, please.
Mm-hmm. Well, I meant like a town portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need PP so I can get in the TP.
What's PP?
Party.
Party points.
Party, please.
Party, please. I need a TP.
When you join a Diablo 2 game, you don't know as much because like it in the new one in Resurrected and stuff, and like the ones that we usually played, which was like mod ones and stuff that we were doing, it would automatically join you into the party. What would happen in old school Diablo 2 is when you joined, you had to be invited into the party.
Okay.
So you would join a game, and if you weren't in the party, you couldn't get in the town portal because it was considered like the other team's town portal. So when you joined a game, you immediately had to say PP, party please, and then people would invite you. And then you would immediately have to say like TP, because now it's like, okay, I'm on the team now, make me a town portal so I can like be there with you guys.
Yeah. Like we don't need to talk or anything more than this. Like this is like a basic communication just because it's like I don't care who's with me. I just need people.
There was no time for full sentences. It was you just joined. It was PP. So it was like PP, TP, and then GG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Party up.
And if someone like did for whatever reason like ask a question, it was just KK.
Don't answer the question. Just KK.
Just like KK. PP.
Eric.
What up?
I finally watched Clue.
Good lucky you.
If you could choose any of the endings to canonize, which would you choose / makes most sense to you? Or would you invent another if you could?
Well, the third ending is the canonical ending. The one where everyone does it except Mr. Green is the real ending.
Oh, like everyone killed him?
They all killed different people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is everyone killing?
And technically Mr. Green actually kills Mr. Body. But Mr. Body was a bad guy, and it was in self-defense, so Mr. Green's okay, because Mr. Green actually works for the FBI.
Mr. Green would get out of it.
Spoiler alert.
For what, a 40-year-old movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually the real ending. Like if you watch like it, it says like it could have gone like this. What if it went like that? And then it says on the third one it says, but it really went like this and that. So like that's the actual canon ending, and I think it's the best ending. But there was also an ending that they had originally. It was scripted and they recorded it, but it was never released on anything. Where Wadsworth, the butler, was the one who did all of it. He killed everyone, and he poisons. It turns out that he's like done like a slow acting poison on all the other characters.
Oh.
And then he tries to like escape, but the like German Shepherd or whatever dogs from before are like in the car with him and like attack him and kill him. But they never they didn't actually release that one.
Interesting.
You having fun?
I was trying to figure out where the squeaky was coming from.
The chair. So yeah, so that I would like to see that one since they actually did make it, and there's like a couple like blurry screenshots of it that they've like released from like different like things, and so that would be really cool if that ever like gets like restored in some way. That'd be cool to see. But yeah, no, I like the canon ending the best anyway. That like everyone does it.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I probably saw Clue as a kid, but I couldn't tell you what it's about.
I love it.
Question time from Space Antlers 26. If Kid You got to design your bedroom, what would it look like? Mine would probably look like a combination of Rainforest Cafe and gaming room. Laughing emoji face.
I got to an extent, design my bedroom back when I was a kid. Not when I was a kid. When I was like 6th grade, in like 5th or 6th grade, my parents actually
11, 12, 13.
They let me like actually do my room, and so the walls were bright red.
Ooh.
They were bright red. The color was poinsettia. So they were bright red, and I had like white striping on some of the walls, and I made these. I did these like tribal like design things, and I like drew them and then scanned them and blew them up to be like huge, and then like cut them out onto masonite board.
Okay.
And then like scroll sawed them out and everything, so they were actually like they were like 1/4 inch thick or whatever, and then like spray painted them silver and did like black like detailing on them, and then put them like up on the wall as like 3D like art on the walls and everything. And
that's sick as fuck.
Yeah, and I hated the carpet, so I pulled up the carpet, and then but like we didn't really have like I mean like we didn't really have any money to like be like really like redoing and everything. Like it was kind of like I'd already pushed that to the limit with being like, can I get paint and stuff? Yeah. And like this was over the course of like a year because again like money was an issue, but slowly put the room together. And so there was a plan at one point to like pull up the carpet and then like put in some kind of new flooring, but like that was like too expensive and it was taking too long. So then it was like, because it was down to like the concrete, so I just painted the concrete black, so it was
yeah, like
it was a hell of a room.
It's something that like a 13-year-old would come up with.
Oh yeah, black concrete floors, red walls with like white striping and like 3D tribal artwork shit on the walls and everything. And it was like pinnacle of like that time and that age, but like I loved it. In the moment I loved it, and looking back I'm like that was of the time, but it's still really cool. So like, yeah, I mean like Kid Me would probably just be like, I can do that but bigger now, fuck this.
Yeah. Kid Me, well, actual Kid Me would not do anything, would go, no, it's fine, it's okay, you don't have to do anything, which definitely did not impact me creatively growing up for the rest of my life, to where I feel like I'm not allowed to like I don't know how to express myself because I never got to, or I was never truly encouraged to. But that being said, I always was like really jealous of like the rooms in movies where like they're like up like almost like an attic room where they've got like a slanted vaulted ceiling and it's like covered in posters and stuff, and then like they have like the little like gaming console, and they got like a beanbag and like a race car bed.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude, a race car bed. Oh, Shit would slap. I'm sleeping in a Ferrari.
Hell yeah.
That's some good shit.
Hell yeah.
It's, I mean, atrocious, but yeah, like, well,
It's
no,
a
the
kid,
poster
though.
stuff will do like slaps, but like, I mean, I don't know. Do they make they probably do
I'm
make
sure they do
king-size
now.
race car beds. I don't need that. I don't want that either.
With people our age being the way that they are about nostalgia, I'm sure that they make king size race car beds.
A king size water bed.
I had a waterbed for a bit as a kid.
Dude, my dad had one when I was growing up.
I had to like beg my parents for it, and I was like, I really want a waterbed. And they're expensive, and it's like a pain. So like that was like my birthday, Christmas, everything present rolled into one.
I mean, you do use it every day.
Yeah, and I fucking loved that thing.
Yeah, why don't you get a waterbed now?
Because I don't want one.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's like it's a high risk.
Yeah, especially in a 2-story. I don't want a second story.
Flutter.
Yeah. I liked it when I had it though. Like it was heated and it was just really nice. I liked it. It felt good.
I thought about it for a brief second. I'm like, oh, I could get one. And I'm like, I have a cat.
Don't get it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd necessarily recommend it to anyone. I just really enjoyed it. But I was also a kid. So
yeah, that's fair.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, I was a kid, but I mean, it was like middle school or something. Yeah.
Okay, so I have one from Empress Arcana and her Tarot Story Time. I believe it cuts off. I don't get to see the whole thing.
Okay.
But she asked for question time. What is your favorite tongue twister? Would you like to create one on the spot for all of us watching? Glasses smiling emoji.
I don't want to create one on the spot, but I have memorized one from when I was a kid because I love the movie Singing in the Rain. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be.
If I haven't thought a sentence through and I'm trying to get there, that is an impromptu tongue twister of my own devise. Yeah. I forgot tongue twisters were a thing, and like I'm really envious now that you know, like you have that memorized. I'm like, because it feels really good when you get some good lyrical flow.
It's just been burned into my head because I fucking watched that movie on repeat. And there's a whole scene with
seashells by the seashore, but like you got to keep saying it, and like I don't know why people do that. It's like you're never like you will fail,
right?
At some point. What's the point? To show how strong you are.
Well, in the movie, the reason why they're doing like quite a few of them is because they were originally silent movie star actors, but now it's in the era when silent movies are becoming talkies, and so like now they're having to learn like vocal coaching and everything. So they're doing tongue twisters because it helps you like enunciate and stuff. So it's part of like a training exercise kind of a thing. Basically,
like it's actually like good, kind of like how it's like fumbling foxes, jumping whatever, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like before you go to read a script, you kind of like get your mouth like into all like all the shapes and everything. Yeah. I don't do that for my stuff now, but that was the premise in the movie on that one specifically. I memorized because they keep doing it in the song.
Yeah. Here, I'm like, I don't have to read all the questions. I don't mean to. I'm just like, you would pull one.
Lauren Walters here.
Live.
Hey friends, reporting live with a question for you. I remember a while back y'all said you watched the Halo show and that it was kind of bad. Kinda.
It was mid, honestly.
Have you ever watched a show or movie based on a game and it was really good? No. I haven't watched many of them and none of them were good, if I'm being fully honest.
Arcane.
Okay.
It was the League of Legends show.
Okay.
That was animated beautifully and was pretty fucking phenomenal, and you didn't have to know about League of Legends, and I appreciated that, but the other side of that is if you did know, you got a lot out of it, which is the right way to do that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Michael Fassbender is Ezio or Altair. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's wrong. In the Assassin's Creed movie.
I didn't see that.
They're coming out with Sonic 3.
Okay.
And apparently the Sonic movies truly slap, and I now need to see them.
I haven't seen 1 or 2.
We got to do them. Yeah, we're friends.
You said you
I have the Sonic mask. We got to get you a Knuckles mask.
Speed. Not until I get that Knuckles controller.
I want that furry boy.
Until I have that Knuckles controller, I'm not watching.
Man, you don't ever want to do shit.
Correct. I don't want to watch movies. Right?
Okay, but how about an experience?
It's not. It's a movie.
It's once in a lifetime if you only watch it once.
I would only watch it once.
That's all you got to do.
No.
What about my Kokoro wish? My heart wish? Like, it's what my soul wants is to watch Sonic 1 and 2 with you.
What if you watch it with yourself and have a fun little giggle time? What if you read yourself a nice little book and you sit yourself down and you get to watch the Sonic movie and have a good time?
I mean, I could just do that anytime. I watched Get Out recently by myself. It was very good, even though I knew the twist, which just made watching it much more fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, but like...
So just do that.
Sometimes I just like, I don't know, like, I think it'd be fun and we could have an experience, but I also understand that, like, you don't find that as fun, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that we're not friends. Doesn't mean that you don't want to share experiences. You just don't want to partake in that experience, and it's fine.
Yeah. Like, invite me over to play a video game.
Yeah, I have a video game. It's the controller's
No.
plugged in. Yeah, you're controlling Sonic. Is it working? It's bugged. Just keep going.
Just keep failing with the controller.
I'm playing that human character. I'm the Eggman.
Steph OS7 asks. Well, actually, this is
Wait.
sort of a rhetorical question.
I think it's rhetorical.
Okay.
It's about nibbles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Heike Micah. Yeah, sorry. Quenching time. A zombie apocalypse just hit. I just heard.
But I just washed my car.
I just heard about the zombie. I just
Oh my
heard.
God. Have you guys heard about the
so
outbreak?
sorry. I just heard. I'm so sorry. A zombie
Imagine all the people.
Oh God. A zombie apocalypse just
Guys,
hit.
just stay strong.
And people don't understand that it can be really boring being at home all day.
with my arm guards.
Guys, I've worked out like 3 times today. I'm just so bored in my enormous gym.
But you know what? When you have everything, I think what you truly cherish most at the end is more money and companionship.
Yeah.
When they say money can't buy happiness, they mean money can only get you so far, but getting out of debt and the poverty line is also something that would make most of us happy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why they say I think it's about like $80,000. $75,000 to $80,000 is how much money you could hand somebody, and it would 100% change their life.
Change their life, yeah.
Yeah, be happier.
A zombie apocalypse just hit. And your only weapon is something on the shelf behind you. Shelves behind you. What would you choose as your weapon, and how are you using it to defend yourself? It has to be on the shelves. So, Odie, your key doesn't count because I like causing chaos. Also, apparently, my gun doesn't count.
I mean, it would just be a blunt weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going with the Jigglypuff backpack. Cause like I load that. Listen, you loosen up those straps to like their farthest.
Mm-hmm.
Pack
Rocks.
that bitch full of rocks. Swing it around and beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
And look fierce doing it, diva, hunty, sis. It's looking a little rough over there. Get Wobbuffet, tear out his stuffing,
That's
and
what
fill
I
him
was
with
thinking.
rocks.
Yeah, but like that has a much higher like tear ratio.
I mean, it's harder, but like, you don't got many other options.
No. I mean, maybe Ace of Spades, but it's 3D printed. Like that's like a couple hits and it's dusted. I was like, I could use some of your shit, but even then, like, you chose the most durable item you already own.
Yeah, because I'm like, Legos are gonna come
I'll take your
apart.
Furby.
Fair.
I don't know what it would do.
It's not fair to unleash that power even in an apocalypse.
Look, here's what I'm saying. Okay,
Don't wake him.
I don't want to wake him, but like,
although he sees even with his eyes
we
closed.
do not have any evidence that Furbies don't have a secret activation.
Right.
If confronted with a zombie, like, I feel like it's like the wild. I think a Furby could go toe to toe with Kirby.
That's true.
But does Kirby have anything to do? Because when he has nothing to do is when he's the most dangerous.
Well, then he sleeps.
The slumbering god.
Exactly.
Are we in his dream?
I mean, almost every game starts with that little fucker sleeping, and then some eldritch horror tears open a hole in the sky, and then all of a sudden he goes like, "Oh, I guess I could go do something about that."
See, unless he's the villain, if you flip it and all the villains are actually good people, like are the heroes. Like, yeah, they're doing bad things, but it's like, you know, the ends justify the means.
Yeah.
But it's all to get to Kirby,
We have
to get
stop
rid of
him.
him. But it's like all he does is just
He eats everything. He's a monster.
he's the population control.
Well, then he needs to get to work.
I can't wait to be sucked by Kirby.
I can.
Hoover me up,
I'll
baby.
wait a bit.
You little pink piece of shit.
Apparently, if your Joy-Con is drifting, they still offer repairs.
Oh, I should probably send it in.
There's a form you can fill out on their site. It says Enzo Zomo. How do I now start saying it wrong? Yggdrasil asks, are you often disappointed?
No.
Not really. I've come to terms with the things in my life that would regularly disappoint me. And I no longer find them disappointing now.
It's a bit of like a measuring, like having, like readjusting your expectations.
Yeah.
Which can sound very pessimistic, but it's not. It's more of just like, maybe also more of like, I just don't let things get to me as much. So it's like, oh, damn. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like water off a duck's back.
It's just kind of a, like, I don't know, lived experience kind of thing. Of it's like over time, it's just like, you know, I don't think I'm super pessimistic by any means or whatever, but like I think I'm more realistic about stuff.
Yeah.
And like not really in a bad way either. Like I know there's very much that thing of like, oh, you know, like losing, you know, like childhood optimism and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, like there's the optimism needs to be tempered with some realism. Personally.
It's worth like, it's like, all right, like, you know, yes,
Realistic
there are
optimism.
things that I would love for them to be, but also I also have to recognize that like in the system that we're in, like it's not really feasible. As much as like if it were a bit available to be, I would try more, but like it's not like, oh, like you died inside, you left the fire. It's like, no, because if you're just going to continue to be reckless and just be like, no, like you have to, and you're like down bad for your idealism, like that's great, but like you're really not going to get anywhere. Like sometimes to dismantle the system, you got to take part in the system.
Right.
But also, man, we're all just trying to like look at memes.
Yeah.
Eat pizza, look at memes. That's what we're all trying to do.
Jakes de Jung asks, finally caught up, so my first ever questions are for Odie. Would you rather not be able to order drinks from Starbucks ever again, or every time you get food at a restaurant /takeout /delivered, there will be a big dollop of ketchup in it?
No Starbucks. I'm not. Yeah, like that's
Right.
easy. Like
Freedom.
yeah, like I understand. Like especially if you look at the podcast, that it seemed like I'm a star bitch.
Seems like you simp for Starbucks.
Oh, I simp. Oh, I mean, I am looking for nudes in the mermaid.
Well, you
She-
got two tails.
Yeah, that
Your
means
girl could never.
2 official C's.
Potentially.
You know my father.
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
If you didn't get the joke
I
immediately, then
didn't.
you're good. You know what my father would always tell me? The rules. Yeah. If I told it, you'd remember it, but I'm not going into it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would be Starbucks. I'd be like, that's a really easy like thing. Like, honestly, there's just like a drive-through somewhat nearby, and like I only started getting back like drinking Starbucks more often because like Tyler really liked it. So like Tyler would want to get it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like sure, like. But otherwise, it's like once in a while. It's like, oh, like I'm going to do the podcast, so like that's kind of like my like treat. And then it's like it just looks like all he ever has is Starbucks. Not that I'm saying that's what you're assuming, but like that was a much easier like answer. Like absolutely, fuck ketchup, dude. I would scream.
For Eric, would you rather have the neighbor's dog only bark during the time when you record your audios and noise reduction won't help, or have a random worker follow you each time you go to Fry's? Random, so you can't befriend them. Well, I wouldn't befriend anybody anyway. I don't care if they are following me. That said, just logistically, it would have to be Fry's. Awkward though that would be, because like I need to be able to record good audio that I can noise reduce. So yeah, that would be unfortunate. Maybe I would just go to a different Fry's. Unless it's all Fry's, in which case.
I mean, like if you always knew that there is going to be one that's following you, I feel like the first few times it'd be like
if all they're doing
freak you out.
If all they're doing is following me, I can work with that.
I mean, worst comes to worst, not that you would enjoy it, but you could always be like, Steve, it's time for me to go to the store. And I go, okay. And it's like, and it's just for me to run interference to try to like see how much distance you could get. Like how quickly can you, no, you just start ordering so that you can just go pick it up.
Yeah. Well, also when you're in a store and they're usually busy, like there's people like following behind you often. They're not specifically following you, but I don't know. I would just sort of like roll with it.
You don't ever just like,
I just make
look
sure
for love?
I just make sure I was dressed nice and, give them something to look at. Break out the assless chaps if they're going to be behind me.
It's a new way to advertise yourself.
Yeah.
Put a little QR code of a channel on the back.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Imitation crab.
Imitation crab. K Nash asks, Kirby is now real. You have not... Bold of them to assume that he's not.
Yeah.
You have nothing but yourselves, but you have nothing but yourself and the things around you to defeat him. How do you do it? I can't.
Do you think the blackness of space is just the void of inside Kirby?
Mouth.
Yeah, like we are in Kirby already.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can't. There's nothing to defeat him. Nothing can stop him. That's currently available to me at this exact moment.
Okay, well, I could probably take him on.
Right. Maybe the real answer is that I don't need the things around me to defeat him. I just need what's in here.
If Batman had enough prep time, do you think he could stand a chance against Kirby?
No, I don't actually think Batman's that great of a superhero.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, Superman would die too.
I think Superman could be Kirby.
No,
I think so.
No,
Kirby can't suck up laser vision.
No, but like Kirby can heal.
From what?
I've never seen him bleed.
Well, he doesn't bleed. He doesn't. He doesn't have a fluid method of oxygenation.
And I think that like if you kill him, you just knock him unconscious for a bit,
which is fair.
Which gives you time to run.
Superman can fly.
Does it matter?
Maybe we're looking at this the wrong way.
Because I think like Superman could like in an instant, like because there's even the Superman that can like nuke, like supernova.
Okay.
But I think it would just put Kirby in like a sleep for a bit.
Doesn't he have like frost breath or whatever?
Dude, Superman can do whatever you want. He's
so
literally
he could just
like he's like fanfic.
So he can freeze Kirby, and that's good enough for me to know that the terror is temporarily contained. I
mean, I've frozen Kirby in Super Smash Bros. And he breaks out of it real quick.
Well, that's different. That's Super Smash Brothers. That's different.
Okay.
Could try seducing him.
Oh, to fuck Kirby. So soft. Pink.
Pliable.
Hi.
I don't like him.
I'm coming.
Okay. I think.
What if he did have just like a dong? Like it just like a little, like it just went like, and it just.
What's the?
That's his skin coming down like a metallic door to unleash the Kerdong.
Okay.
Kirby's dream dong.
Yeah.
Unfurls like a fire hose. Unless he has his like Kerbussy.
Porque no los dos. Tuesday asks, Eric, early in the morning, you get a call.
If you look, whoever, like everyone sees something different in Kirby.
You see what you need.
You see what you're getting.
There you go. You see what Kirby decides for you. Oh, Eric.
With consent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little disclaimer because that would have been bad otherwise. Continue.
Some of the shit you've said on here, and this is the one where you catch yourself.
Like me, you've never seen me out of this pocket.
Age doesn't matter, guys. Remember. Eric, early in the morning, you get a call from a nearby hospital that Steve has gotten into an accident and you need to get to the hospital
Let me die.
as soon as possible. Once you get there, this is a lot. Once you get there, the doctors explain that Steve is in critical condition and will most likely not make it.
Is this a lost meme?
However, they offer you the chance to be the first person to use a new technology that can preserve his consciousness inside of a tapeworm. Would you allow him to use you as a host until they can find proper organ donors for him to be able to live in his own body again? How long would you allow him to live in you, if at all? Odie, what would you do in the same position, based off of the "would you still love me if I was a worm" trend?
Would you let me be a tapeworm inside of you?
Well, listen here.
Okay, I would, as long as you were cool with it, because like,
Listen, my
unethical weight loss, baby.
my friend survives and I get to lose a couple of these pounds. Sign me up.
I get to be inside you.
Your gain.
No, but that means I got to eat your shit, don't I?
No,
What do I eat?
you eat the food. That's why
Because you don't get to digest it.
right. That's why you lose weight on a tapeworm.
And what if I like crawled up your mouth and I was like, "Hey man, want to watch Sonic?"
You can't do that.
You pretend like you don't hear me.
Peristalsis operates in the opposite direction. I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
This throat only goes down. That's peristalsis, mama. It goes down.
Mm-hmm.
This throat only goes down.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's why like when people have like parasites and stuff, like the parasites don't usually come up out of the mouth, but sometimes they do come out of the
butthole.
The butthole.
Delicious. I love when things come
and
out
I'd
of my
prefer it
butt.
if you didn't do that as well. Also, if you were a tapeworm,
I try not to. And yeah, like obviously, yeah, same thing. Like I guess like if that's what we have to do, like
I'll just try not to think about it.
I feel like I couldn't stop thinking about it. I feel like I go crazy.
I feel a little bit more like it would be weird for me as the host. I feel like it would be a lot weirder than for you to have had to have lived that experience
As a worm.
Yeah, and to then come back and try to like be normal about it.
Hey, weren't you the guy who was a tapeworm?
Right. Hey, how was that?
Well,
being,
and then like
in a GI tract,
like I got
food?
to be in a tapeworm, and then I come back in a body with like other people's organs, and God forbid if like everything's still fine.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're like shredded.
Right. I look fucking great.
Like I feel like you got all the positive in
That's
this.
what I'm saying. Like, why? What am I gonna say no to?
But like at the same time,
Lose weight, not friends. Am I right? That's not what I
hashtag squad goals. But I'm like, if you became a tapeworm, like you can't communicate, you can't see, like you just feel like I feel like it would be hell. Like I feel like it would be truly like an experience like I would like you would not you like
I don't
whoever
think you'd come back from that.
No, like you come back, but you're not who went in.
You're not you. You're not you when you're hungry. You're not you when you're a
Well, and
tapeworm.
what if they don't find organs in time, and then the body's gone, and they just go, so whenever you're like done, we can just get rid of him.
That'd be dark.
And they go, it's not him anymore.
Right.
It's like, no, it's me.
Me.
You're not getting me out. They try to surgically, and I'm like, dip, dodge, duck, dive, and weave. Some good shit. Mm-hmm.
Dork.
Ooh. Okay. No Moroshi asked, you get to be transported into your favorite fictional world and spend 365 in-world days there. Where would you want to be transported? What would you want to do once you're there? And if there's something you didn't like about that story world, would you make changes there even if you face heavy consequences for doing so?
I want to go to Star Trek, and I just want to like just fuck up a holodeck for 365 days because then I can do like almost anything.
If you do what?
Go on a holodeck.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, because it's sort of a cheat in the sense that like, but it's not real. You know, you're just holographically experiencing it, but you get to do pretty much whatever you want. Like,
yeah, honestly, I'd probably go to
amazing.
I'd go to the Pendragon world, but I'd specifically go to Velox. And even though like Lifelight is bad and like not good, and like everyone's going to die in the next few years, like
you're only there for
I'm
1
only
year.
there for a year. Gloyed me up, baby. Is where they put you in like a little chamber. It's like a holodeck where like there's the faders who like make sure that everyone gets their gloid, which is like supplement jello shit, and then like they're just in like a dream world, like they're in whatever fantasy you want.
Yeah.
And Saint Dane tricks Aja into building and creating the reality bug, like a virus to get people out.
Mm-hmm.
But then like it makes things worse, and she ends up like causing everything to get worse. And it's like, good. I love this. but we also love Asho. Rebecca asked, if you could have one power of any video game character, who/what would it be?
I don't usually play video games
With a power fantasy.
where they have powers. Usually there's something else going on, some sort of augmentation or something. But
I
not
would
like,
argue that counts.
But I wouldn't want most of those augmentations. Like, I don't want like Spartan augmentations. And like Isaac doesn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
He just has his brain and an odd psychological resilience to horrific, terrible things.
True.
Which, not a bad skill to have, but one I would hope I'd never have to use anyway, so it wouldn't help me much.
It's like every time a video game question comes up, it's like, what are games that I've played? And my brain just goes,
my brain goes, you've played Halo.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't want to be
this
castrated.
applies to almost none of the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Age Inquisition, magic is really bad in that universe because like use like the fade and stuff, and like demons and everything, and it usually ends really badly.
Yeah.
I don't want Kirby's powers.
But Kirby could get you any power.
But there's no power in the real world.
That's true.
So that power in isolation does nothing. Who's someone that can like freeze time? That's all I want to do.
Dio or Jotaro
Okay.
from any game that they're in.
Okay.
Which
I want that power.
I would arguably. I was just thinking. I'm like, oh wait, stands. Because like there's a lot of the stand users are in the battle games. I'd be Shigechi, who has the stand Harvest. He's a small boy with a little bumpy head, like spiky head, and he unfortunately grabs the wrong bag that does not have a sandwich. But god damn it, he's getting a sandwich bag. You want to know what's in his bag that he got? Kira's girlfriend, a hand. Just the hand. And that's what causes all the downfall, is a sandwich.
And that's the power that you want?
Oh, no. The power, his stand is called Harvest, and it's a bunch of these tiny little, like, scarabs. And, like, they just, like, will go, like, running since people can't see it unless they're also a stand user. And they'll just go look for, like, change.
Yeah.
And they'll go, like, got one, and then start running back, and there's, like, 1,000 of them. And they're just like, got one. And like the kid is like essentially making bank, but not stealing. It's all loose change that's under like, you know, it's like a couple like some like change that like fell under a machine and shit. But it's like getting all of that and being able to cash it in. And then like the episode where they like he gets introduced and everything, like Okuyasu and Josuke as like, because it's like summer vacation, are like, hey man, we're friends, right? We'll be best friends. I think that you could actually maximize what you're doing by like messing with the coupon books and shit to basically like by abusing the system with stuff that people don't do to just get like a ton of free shit and like make like when you go to the store and you coupon so hard that they pay you like that level shit. And then he goes, I feel like you guys are taking advantage of me. And they get into battle. It's pretty cool. But yeah, but then I could get more money.
There you go. Without
having to like do anything.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Mariah asked, what was the first man to milk a cow trying to do?
Feed his family.
Suck on them titties. Cat nipples.
I mean, probably.
I
like,
so.
Saw that, like, oh, look, this obviously produces food for its young.
He's like, I can't wait to go put this in my pasture.
Hungry. I'm going to give it a taste.
Boss gets $1, I get a dime, and that's why I drink milk on the company time. Milking cows. What 3 things would you bring to a deserted island? Don't scroll until you've answered the question. I mean, it's really easy.
Okay.
Solar-powered global network phone.
Like
a sat phone.
Yeah.
Probably then a crate of rations. And then like
bottle.
No.
Just one.
Oh shit! Why not just bring a boat? If you could bring anything,
Yeah.
are we allowed to do that?
There weren't any rules specified.
That's some shit where it's like, how do you make how do you make it lighter?
I'll bring
by
a
burning a match.
helicopter.
Helicopter.
And I'm just going to get right out of there. And I'll also bring a barnacle just for fun to put it up on the dashboard while we fly away.
And a giant ass machine gun.
Yeah.
To kill the sand crabs. Because hop.
Do you mean that I get to use this power to have 3 of anything I want? So if I only have
3 Milocunas.
So if I only have to use one of the items to get off the island, I also get 2 free items.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that O gauge.
I'm gonna get an O gauge, big boy.
Oh, fuck.
We have ruined the audio for this episode.
But like, I would get my friend Eric to watch the Sonic movies with me.
I would get
Hashtag hype boys watch Sonic. Let's get that trending and see if we can get Eric to do it.
You're not gonna get that trending.
It's working.
It's not.
Twitter, do your thing. Have you seen that tweet meme where it's like some girl, she's just like, and she's like, I want to be on a Netflix show. Twitter, do your thing. And then someone just like quote tweets it. It's like, the fuck you want us to do?
Yeah.
And I'm just, Twitter, do your thing. You know, just, I want to be an actress.
I want to be famous.
Oh, how fucking funny. I scroll down and it says, why doesn't anyone ever say boat? It did. I said boat. Electric Sin asked, is Kirby a vampire? No. He doesn't care about your blood.
No. He wants to suck all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Holistic. He's a holistic sucker.
Yeah. Careless asked, whisper, is there a piece you and your 20s?
Listen.
Is there a piece of literature, short story, poem, play, novel that you read in school that has stuck with you to this day, and why? For me, it was Station 11 due to the way the author wove together and connected different character stories.
I loved the book Brave New World.
Orgy Porgy.
Because I thought 1984 fucking Esta Donkey D. So I liked Brave New World because it was actually an interesting, fun take on fun, darkly humorous take on
the same premise
on a dystopian idea. But also and I know that I guess they made a movie of it, and I haven't seen the movie, but like I actually back in the day, like I actually really liked the book The Giver.
Yeah,
I really liked that book. That one stuck with me a lot. And like, yeah, I think they've made a movie of it now. I haven't seen it. I don't want to, but like back in the day, like I really liked that book. It stuck with me a lot.
I really liked the Charlie Bone series as a kid. That like one of those like hidden bangers where like I don't have any of the books or anything, and it was all about like almost like espers, like people born as espers that have like abilities. Like the main character Charlie Bone is like, you know, his father's always been missing or whatever, and he like goes to this like academy thing where they're all known as children of the Red King for people that have powers, and like his whole thing is that he can like go into photographs, so he could like
look at this graph,
kind of like he could like go into a photograph and like be in that memory almost, which is kind of like wild. And then like, so it's like him looking for his dad, and like, you know, people are like, you know, lying and whatnot. There's like this one kid that's like one of their friends that like him and his family are all like can like control the weather, so like there's always a fucking like thunderstorm over their house because like they're just like rambunctious, energetic, like miscreants,
right?
There was the one kid Gabriel who could like he could like recover memories or like see people by like feeling their clothes. So like, because like the big quest of it is like trying to find his dad and like whatever happened. There was a lot of like really cool like powers and stuff, and like I remember like a lot of like the ruling family, whatever, like they're like from the get-go, like the people who adopt him are the villains, but like all these secrets and shit, like ants keeping secrets, and it's like, why?
Right.
Why are any of these things? And so like it gets like more and more like crazy and like some cool stuff, but yeah. Otherwise, like Golden Goblet, don't know what it's about, but I read it, and I remember that I read it.
There you go.
Yeah, and I also like Brave New World because like 1984 was just depressing, which like I still see the merit in it. Like same thing with like Animal Farm. Like those are both really good.
I get the point. I don't regret having read it, but I was just like, I need a little.
It was
something.
not a fun time to read.
I need a little something else.
Mm-hmm. So okay, I think we're about good.
GG easy.
Yeah.
PP.
PP.
TP.
Mm-hmm.
GG.
I think because now it's all there we go. We're all caught up.
Sea Shanty 2.
Okay.
No one likes Sea Shanty 1. All my homies hate Sea Shanty 1.
I've never seen that.
No, my homies don't fuck with Sea Shanty 1.
I have a new friend.
Thresh.
Yes.
We don't fuck with him.
No longer friends with Thresh. I'm only friends with Steady Preparation.
With
I'm only friends with Clown Cartridge.
I'm only friends with Seventh Column.
No, I rated the streamer who like I had followed and like because some other streamer that I followed like rated them one time and like recommended them yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And she is the sweetest. Like she to me is like a Starly in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
She's just my sweet little burb friend. And like I rated her like yesterday. And yesterday I was just like I had rated her the other day and then like I had like was just hanging out in her stream because like she's a fun vibe. And she's just like, oh my God, like, you know, like I'm so humbled. Thank you so much for like rating your community. I'm like, I'm so mean to my community. I already told you about that. But the important thing was she was like, oh my God, you guys should like go check out Rex. Like he's like really funny. And like, you know, like he's like, you know, one of my friends. And I'm like, yes, I would love to be friends, please. Cause I would like stream friends, more stream friends, like streamer friends, I should say, outside of like my own friends that also stream just because like expanding and all that good shit. Because my goal for the year, I'm at like 742 followers. It would be unrealistic to try to hit partner this year, but I could hit 1,000 followers, which would still be really cool by the end of the year.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm at like an average of like 36, 37, which is genuinely impressive. A lot more than I thought it would be. But I'm like, there's no way I could get an average of 75 viewers in a 30-day window by the end of the year. Not without some like... getting lucky. Yeah. Like I have had very or pretty solid consistent growth and like, you know, retention rates. Yeah. But I'm like, yes, we can be friends. She goes, Rex, like you're being silly. Like we're already friends. And I'm just like, this is amazing. And I'm like, I want to play Fall Guys with her. She doesn't even know. Just because she's just very sweet. She's just like so nice. And I'm like, if anything happens to her, I will set the world ablaze. Anyway, I made a friend.
Good.
So,
Pack
with the boys.
Wow.
That's all you got.
That's all I need.
You're right.
I don't hear them singing.
Yo, type it in the chat if you sang. Okay, so I do. All right. So Jemmy will tell me that like, hey, the packages were delivered today, like the small ones for you, the big ones for both of you guys, and I'm like, none of them say they're from Jemmy, so like,
right?
I fuck if I know. So we'll find out together as we go.
Numa yay. Numa yay.
So this is from Amazon at DHL, but is from Maria for the Hell Yeah podcast. If you would like to more open it.
Vegeta. Hello.
What does this say? Keep your gift a surprise. Unwrap your present before opening this envelope. Okay. Thank you, Maria, for... You just Numa, aren't you?
That song. I don't care what anyone says.
Maria.
In Romanian and in English. It's amazing. Okay. Hey, nerds.
Sup?
You better be well. That was a threat. You commented on wanting something as part of your set, which could also be used as a prop during one of your segments. So enjoy and use it to your heart's content. From Maria.
What the fuck did we do?
We did?
The amount of times that people will like talk, like say something to me and be like, yeah, like I loved that part of the podcast. And I'm like, I loved hearing it for the first time from you right now.
Something that can be used
I have no memory.
As a prop. Okay.
Is it a gun?
Is it a phone?
A phone? Is it AAA batteries for the sign? Wait, is it? I think they're AA. What the fuck? What is this?
I don't know. Maria.
It says made in China.
Maria.
Got a picture for you?
Oh, is that the gong?
Oh, it's a little gong.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
Oh my god.
What was the bit that I know? Remember we talked about a gong. What was it for?
We were gonna put a gong somehow behind the hype symbol, so we could be like, "It's question time!" Bang.
We could probably mount it. Oh my god! What does this say? We opened it. Is there like a special? Oh, I guess the note was already there. Oh, this is just the receipt. Yeah. Yeah. Hey nerds from Maria. Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Feng Shui. Brass gong desktop Zen art for fortune with free Miss Rare string bracelet. There's a bracelet. That's pretty.
Happy Easter.
Hey, Merry Chrysler. They also like can't see it. But
I know,
okay.
but I was trying to get unwrapped before we show it.
Mm-hmm. God, did you ever? So like have you ever been to the Musical Instrument Museum?
I have not.
It's a fucking vibe.
Have you ever taken Mims to the Mim?
No, I haven't. But Mims, do you want to go to the Mim with me? We can Mim it up. We can call it the Mimbledon. But they have like a giant gong, and there's like in the middle, there's supposed to be a raised part of it. But like because you're allowed, it's in the room where you can play with instruments. Someone immediately just fucking hit that thing and dented it, like right away as soon as it was available.
Sad.
Yeah, soft metal.
It's
the gong.
The gong.
Question time. Question time. What is it?
It did the thing.
What is it? Yeah, do a little. Oh yeah, like.
Tibetan singing bowl. Well, we almost had a nice thing.
Man, if we only mounted this. Let's go put this somewhere where I won't break it.
Thank you, Maria.
Me just shit talking about how someone broke a gong.
Broke a fucking gong.
This is from shipping department.
It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. They send all the things.
Shipping department is so sweet to us.
What the fuck is this? What?
I saw an ad for something that's like this.
Oh!
There's two.
This could be us, but you...
But I'm not looking to play.
They call it the old park and play. Outside the Cineplex. Can I have it? You like jazz?
I like a knife not coming at me. I saw what you did to that
Did you
gong.
die?
I could. Then why are you crying?
That's okay. I'll put you in a worm.
I don't want to be in your worm.
Can you worm me? If
Yep.
if I'm on my way to the hospital, my last words will be, "Don't put me in a fucking worm."
Don't make me into a tapeworm. And they'll be like, okay, so he's also suffering from
delusions.
These are like little invisible hot dogs.
Oh, so this must be what's from Jemmy then. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, it's a
dragon.
A dragon in an egg. But direct, I don't even think you guys can see it really. Like,
yes.
egg, dragon, egg. Thank you, Jimmy. It's very cool. I can't wait to put this in my ass.
Would you like some Would you like some 0-calorie hot dogs?
Yeah. Thank you for that. This is like, I don't know if you would feel that. Like, it's like it feels precious.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dragon embryo.
Oh.
Perfect. Thank you.
Poke.
Sorry, that seems very
Poke.
disjointed. Thank you, Jimmy.
Poke.
That's very sweet. If that's, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Which means that this one must also be from Jimmy, but in what capacity, I don't know. Oh, bitch.
Okay.
No, she doesn't do that. She
Doesn't
doesn't.
do
There's no note.
Doesn't do what?
I don't know. Apparently, these are for us.
These are for us.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh.
What does it say? The pink
Katya.
one. The pink one. So terrify. Skinny legend. Miss
Oh.
Tracy Martell.
Oh,
That's awesome.
thank you so much. Oh my god. And
Hell
this-
yeah.
Your dad just calls me Katya.
Katya. Hell
She's
yeah.
a bad bitch. You can't kill her.
What sizes are they?
What size is yours?
This one's a large.
This one's also large.
Okay, cool.
I think she just went down the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
Split
sure.
the difference. Hell yeah.
Well, like,
Thank
large
you.
works. Like, XL is too big,
Mhm.
but large can sometimes fit weird, which
Yeah.
is that weird, where it's like,
It depends on the line.
why can't there be a size for me? And it's like, well, make your own clothes. I patched the holes in these jeans. Did I do it well? No. Did
But
I do
it's
it?
done.
It's done. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
Appreciative.
And I believe this will be the end of package time.
Was that good for you?
Get this away from me. I don't want to break it. I am the breaker. I am the one who breaks.
I am the Eggman.
We're going to be tight this week. Same time that we always do.
Oh yeah, GG.
Perfect.
GG PPTP.
I was a little worried. I'm like, man, I hope we don't go too fast that it's like hey, this is your discount episode. They're not all going to be winners.
They would get over it.
Yeah. You're right. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I do got to get going because I got to stream here soon.
Yeah, I got shit to do.
Actually, I got a sponsorship for GoPuff for my stream. So today's stream will be sponsored by GoPuff. I will have a link and a code. It's actually an easy one. I think it's share 10, I believe, but I hope it goes to me if you use that code. Right. I don't know for certain. But for certain.
For sure.
This shirt is for certain.
I love shirts.
I love shit. I love shit. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll make a comment on my Odiepus Rex if you want to peep it when the video goes live.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, here you go. You'll be streaming, and then
We'll be streaming.
ooh, I saw the sewing machine downstairs.
Yep.
Has there been any progress, or you still been too busy?
No, that was for something else. That was for Taylor.
Yeah.
She's pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, got her pregnant.
Oh wait, was I not supposed to say that?
Fuck you. You fucking no. End this. I'm done. Goodbye.